At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
Muchachos has been serving Lincoln delicious pork, brisket, and chicken tacos for several years now, as well as Hatch Mac nachos and more. Muchachos also brings you close to the taste buds of your favorite local college athlete with NIL deals like the B3 burrito for Bella Bacon of Nebraska softball and many more. See a variety of different NIL options at Muchachos at 11th and K or order online at yomuchacho.com. Open 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for ready-mixed concrete in Lincoln. With 3 plants across the city, there are plenty of opportunities to start or grow your driving career. They offer great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they cover the cost of CDL training. Apply today and receive a $2,500 hiring bonus. Since 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today with ready-mixed concrete. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's nebcoinc.com.
Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services is here to help you protect things that are most important to you. Whether it's your home, your family, or your future, Jack Russell has the proven experience to get the job done while developing authentic relationships with you. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100. Again, that's 402-421-9100. Or visit one of his 2 locations in Lincoln or Seward and learn how you can excel in the complicated world of insurance. Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services, a trusted and well-respected representative since 1999.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here, summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnose all makes and models from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln, always honest answers.
Spring has arrived, the temperatures are rising, and it's time to get your equipment ready for the season. Landmark Implement has high-quality used John Deere planters, sprayers, and tractors, priced to move and ready to work for you. Take advantage of unbeatable deals and flexible financing to upgrade your operation without stretching your budget. Stop by your local Landmark Implement or browse our full inventory online at landmarkimp.com. Before these deals are done, experience the Landmark difference.
Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, 2-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
Muchachos has been serving Lincoln delicious pork, brisket, and chicken tacos for several years now, as well as Hatch Mac nachos and more. Muchachos also brings you close to the taste buds of your favorite local college athletes with NIL deals like the B3 burrito for Bella Bacon of Nebraska softball and many more. See a variety of different NIL options at Muchachos at 11th and K or order online at yomuchacho.com. Open 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday.
Welcome in to Be a Beacon with Lighthouse on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here's your host, Bill Mitchner.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Be a Beacon. It's another beautiful Wednesday evening, and I'm joined with some special guests tonight. I'm going to start with my man, Drew Haberman.
How's it going, everybody?
Drew's going to be joining me every night, and he's going to be filling in when I can't be here, when I'm on my trips. So appreciate that, Drew.
Looking forward to it.
I know you were on a couple weeks ago, but can you kind of fill in who you are again? And maybe, how in the world did we meet?
No, I mean, that's a long story. I guess I'm the director of the alternative suspension program at the Lighthouse. I was on a few weeks ago kind of explaining the program where when kids get suspended from LPS schools, they come to the Lighthouse for the day and they hang out there. We do circles. We restore their confidence back in themselves. We play basketball. We play video games. We hang out. We just kind of get the kids back on a positive track. And honestly, it's been one of the most rewarding things in my life. So it's awesome. And yeah, I guess I met Bill, that's about 8 years ago, seems like. And I've been attached since then. So it's been a fun ride.
Yeah, you started on the after school program side and went to the schools for a little while, Leffler.
Yep.
And then came back home.
Yep, back home. Loved it ever since.
And of course, you guys do a lot of business and stuff, and it's about building relationships with those young people. And I don't want people to think that they're coming there just playing.
Oh, no, definitely.
It's about getting the homework done and connecting them to whatever harm they caused in the school so they can reintegrate back in. But it really is about the relationships that you build with them.
And that's what we take pride in, is we're the adults that they come to in their most negative situations that they can always come back to. We've had kids who just come and visit us now in ASP, and they just want to come say hi or let us know that they're doing good. And that's the reward we look for.
Yeah. And it's a safe place for them too.
Yeah.
Oftentimes they come nervous about what they're doing there and how they're going to navigate that. And just another adult that's going to just look down on me and look through my behavior and find out very quickly that's not the environment that is there.
For sure. If I was a kid, I would definitely be coming into a place like that and be kind of very nervous because you're here for a discipline reason. Like, no place that's going to be disciplined is going to be fun. But we tried our best to make it at least a little bit of fun, because we know that you can't build a relationship if the kid doesn't trust you. And if the kid doesn't trust you, they're not going to want to do anything that you want to do. So one of the hardest things we do is that first 15 minutes, we have to build that trust with a kid who wants nothing to do with us. And the staff at Lighthouse and Erica, my coordinator, they are just unbelievable. It's some of the fastest relationship building I've ever seen. It's awesome.
And we got a great team, don't we?
You got a great team. Dream team.
The original dream team. Okay, well, let's go ahead and introduce Paige Piper. Hi, Paige.
Hi, good evening.
How's it going?
Good. I'm excited to be here. Thanks so much for the opportunity.
Absolutely. So, Paige, how do we know each other? What do you do?
So I am the executive director at Brave Bee Child Advocacy Center. So have been fortunate to run in the same nonprofit circle, working with kids and families and all of the other awesome nonprofits in our community coming together to rally around them.
I know, it's pretty amazing. We do have a great community of nonprofits here.
We do.
And I continue to say that I have the luxury to go around the world, and I do accreditation reviews, I do trainings, and I believe, just with my own eyes, that Lincoln, Nebraska has the best nonprofits.
I think part of what makes our nonprofit community so special is we're so collaborative. And I can't say that for every community. Like you, I've had the opportunity to travel a fair amount for similar reasons. I've worked in other communities. And in Lincoln, like we really build each other up and support each other. I know working in other areas, they used to call it the cooperation. We're going to work together, but also I'm coming at you for your funding.
Right.
And I love that about Lincoln, that I feel like we're not in a competitive space. We're really rallying together with what's best for our community.
Right.
How do we make people healthier, happier, help them thrive, and more than anything, help kids?
Yeah, and I think we stretch our resources well here.
Really good at stretching resources.
Yeah. And resources should never be competitive. They should always be just cooperative, like you said.
Totally. That might actually be our job title, like resource stretchers
That's
as executive directors. Yeah. Feels more on par.
Well, and to be honest, it's about knowing that I have a niche that I do really well. But I also know that I can only affect change in so many people because of the location. And Lincoln, people don't see Lincoln as very big, but it is quite spread out. And I appreciate other organizations that are similar to us, even because they're going to serve kids that I can't serve.
Totally.
And we need all of our kids to have some supports.
Absolutely. And for some of us, we're serving the same kids. And I think that's great. That adage, it takes a village.
Yeah.
It does for kids, and their families, a piece of that. But I think all of the nonprofits and mentors, and unfortunately, if an agency like ours gets involved, it's more people in their corner.
That's right.
And like, who doesn't want that?
So why don't you get into a little bit of what's your mission?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at Brave Bee, our original core mission, I'm going to separate these out because we've expanded it a little bit here recently, was to respond to allegations of child abuse through a handful of really specialized services. And I always think back to when I first started working at Brave Bee and I was telling my parents what I did. They're like, gosh, that kind of sounds like CSI. I'm like, well, not quite. But a piece of that is because what we do by nature is kind of complex. We are an agency that works very closely with law enforcement, health and human services, the school systems, county attorneys' offices, really anybody who would play a role in supporting a child following an allegation of abuse or neglect. So we do that by providing something called a forensic interview, which is a fact-finding interview, allowing that child to speak their truth of what happened. One time with our staff who specialize in talking to kids. We provide comprehensive head-to-toe medical care, assessing for any trauma, providing treatment, most importantly, providing education about their health, their bodies, their wellness. And then we also partner every child with an advocate. And that advocate is the glue that holds that response together. And really the person who comes alongside that child and their caregiver and says, I know this is scary. I believe you. I support you. And whatever happens next, you're not walking that journey by yourself. I've got you. We're going to stand side by side to navigate that. But I said I'll separate out our mission a little bit because more recently, we also really started to dream about what would it mean to prevent this from happening to begin with. On our response service side, last year, we served over 5,000 kids, 5,000 in our community. And when you think about the impact that has as these kids grow up and are expected to become healthy, productive adults in society, that's wild. So we have been dreaming for a few years about what does it mean to get ahead of this issue? What would it mean to do prevention in Lincoln? How do we make Lincoln the beacon for every other community to say, this is the model for preventing abuse, neglect, all of the issues that come as a result of that?
Yeah. And I've been reached out by your staff and have had conversations, and I'm more recently going to be joining your advisory.
Yeah, our advisory board.
Yep.
Yes.
So I'm excited to be a part of that, just because I always want to be a part of the change. I want to help solve the problems and not be a part of a problem, because I believe by sitting there and not participating, in my opinion, you're a part of the problem.
Absolutely.
So I'm stepping up in that way, and it just connects us even more. And your staff have come out and given training to our staff so they can be better prepared to dealing with any traumas that might be coming to Lighthouse's doors.
For sure.
Because we want to get them to the experts that know what they're doing and know how to do it well. And we're going to continue to do what we do well.
Yeah, I love it. I love that collaboration. And, I think, first of all, thank you for saying yes. This advisory board, we have literally asked everyone in Lincoln who has no time to come and give us time. And I think the moment we were like, oh, like this could be something. Every single person we asked said, yes, we want to sit at that table. We want to provide a voice because we believe in what this could be. And we were like, oh, okay, I guess we better figure out how to run an advisory board.
Yep.
Step one of that. But I think even more, I think about so many of the kids who do walk through your doors. I think about your program too, with responding for those kiddos who are in some sort of school suspension, right? That's oftentimes behaviors are a direct link to trauma or things that are so far outside of their control, and they're trying to figure out how do they metabolize all those feelings and emotions, and those might come out as behaviors.
And if you give them a chance, they will tell you about it. It's just
Totally.
The thing is, not a lot of people are given the chance to talk to them about it.
For
But
sure.
once you ask them, they will spill out everything, and you'll be like, okay. It's 8:30. Let's skip breakfast, and then we'll
Yeah.
continue this conversation. But
Absolutely.
it's sometimes scary how open they can be because how less open people are with them. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. No, it totally does.
Yeah, it's kind of a two-way street. I mean, how many people ask what is your story?
Yeah.
Tell me your story.
Yeah.
And when you give people an opportunity, they want to share.
Mhm.
And so teaching young people how to share their story appropriately, and to the right people, is a very important thing that we do too.
It feels like a lot of the kids kind of are told their story, so they're just kind of, oh, I'm a bad kid, I get in trouble, I do this, I do that. But it's like, that's not your story. That's what you've been told for the last 15 years. Like, you aren't a bad kid. You've had some bad decisions. You're making some bad behaviors, but like, you haven't learned how to make the right ones yet. And
And a
that's what
key-
adults are for.
A key of that is you're a kid,
Yeah.
right? Like, we're looking at kids and saying you're a bad kid instead of saying, like, help me understand. Tell me what happened to you, right? Help me learn your story, because when we know that, we're giving them a chance to heal, and we're opening the door to be able to help.
Yeah, it's I see it a lot, and the kids sometimes are almost smiling when they say like, "Oh, I'm a bad kid. I do bad things," because they're just so like numb to it.
We
and
heard
you're
it this
just like,
morning.
Yeah, and you're just like, "No, dude, like you got suspended for 2 days for something that every kid in America has done once. Like, you're not a bad kid. You just made one decision that got you caught, and a lot of kids haven't got caught yet. Like, and it is sad sometimes, but
Because we reflected to him that you're a great kid.
Yeah.
You just made a poor decision.
yeah."
Yep.
And now we learn from it and we move on.
And their face when they hear that, they kind of try to just play it off like it doesn't affect them, but the rest of the day they're just floating. They're like,
Mhm.
"Oh, these people don't think I'm bad. It's okay." And that's the reward right there.
It's an awesome reward. Give some lightness to them.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, the beacon.
Yeah.
We gotta shine some light
We
down.
try to do.
Always comes back to the beacon, Harrison.
The kids always ask, "Where's the light at?" I'm like, "It's you. It's you."
Exactly. And the cool thing is the name of this program was brought to you by our young people. They're the ones that came up with the name. It wasn't something that I'm like, this is what it should be called. It was them. And so, and then I had them voting on it. So they came up with names, had them vote on it, and this is what won.
Well, kids
And
are
it's
so
brilliant.
smart.
They're really creative when they get a chance to be.
Man, I wouldn't have been able to come up like that. Come on.
The Lighthouse Radio Show.
I had something with, I was trying to do something with frequency and stuff like that. I'm like, gracious.
And they're like, no. That's not
Correlation
it.
wasn't fitting. Okay, well, we'll come back to you here a little bit too, because I got to get to my main man before our first break, and at least let him get some airtime over here. Marty and I go back a minute or two, and we go back all the way to our old building, which is wild to think, because our new building, we opened its doors in 2008, by the way. So that should show you how long we've known each other.
A little gray on top. The funny thing.
Sorry to interrupt. I'll have to scoot up that mic just a little bit there.
Right.
Thank you.
The funny thing that you say this is, I have both organizations and old buildings. But we'll get into that. But yeah, it was 2008. You said
2008 is when we opened our new doors.
Yeah.
January 2008.
Yep, I remember coming over to see you in the old building.
Oh yeah,
and talking
you were
to you
at the
about the
old
new
building.
building and getting excited about what you were planning to do, and it was a lot of fun to do that. It's been a great ride since.
And you've been involved with everything from internet safety, getting us our phone systems, to helping get our kids ready to run half marathons. You literally have been a part of all kinds of things when it comes to Lighthouse fundraisers, on and on and on. And we're still friends, so something must be okay.
Well, you shower now and then, so that helps. But no, and a lot of those kids I still keep in touch with every now and then.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's wild because we become a part of their family. We are their extended family, and they always come back and want to share their successes and sometimes their stumbles and want to just gain some confidence and some love, wrapping some love around them.
I had a kid this morning. He had his district meeting with the LPS about how long suspension would be if he'd get expelled or how long he'd be out of school. And it was just funny as he was walking to the car, he like gave a look back to the building and like it was just out of a movie, like a sigh, like here we go. And it was just like the most like you left with, you came here with nothing and you left with the knowledge to get out of your suspension. And it was just really funny because he like looked back and gave like a and then you kept walking and it was like you corny little dude.
It is on a movie. I mean, we have video of it.
Yeah. It's really funny.
We can give some captions and
make it floating, put a little cloud in the background.
And these are the stories that we continue to do and we continue to share. So we'll be back after this break.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for ready-mixed concrete in Lincoln. With 3 plants across the city, there are plenty of opportunities to start or grow your driving career. They offer great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they cover the cost of CDL training. Apply today and receive a $2,500 hiring bonus. Since 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today with ready-mixed concrete. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services is here to help you protect things that are most important to you. Whether it's your home, your family, or your future, Jack Russell has the proven experience to get the job done while developing authentic relationships with you. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100. Again, that's 402-421-9100. Or visit one of his 2 locations in Lincoln or Seward and learn how you can excel in the complicated world of insurance. Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services, a trusted and well-respected representative since 1999.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here. Summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnose all makes and models from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln, always honest answers.
Spring has arrived. The temperatures are rising, and it's time to get your equipment ready for the season. Landmark Implement has high-quality used John Deere planters, sprayers, and tractors, priced to move and ready to work for you. Take advantage of unbeatable deals and flexible financing to upgrade your operation without stretching your budget. Stop by your local Landmark Implement or browse our full inventory online at landmarkimp.com. Before these deals are done, experience the Landmark difference.
Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, 2-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus. Garage doors and more.
Muchachos has been serving Lincoln delicious pork, brisket, and chicken tacos for several years now, as well as Hatch Mac nachos and more. Muchachos also brings you close to the taste buds of your favorite local college athletes with NIL deals like the B3 burrito for Bella Bacon of Nebraska softball and many more. See a variety of different NIL options at Muchachos at 11th and K or order online at yomuchacho.com. Open 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday.
Now back to Be a Beacon with Lighthouse on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back. I'm hoping you're getting to know our guest this evening. And Drew, I'm going to let you go ahead and start this one off.
Well, I guess I was kind of listening when you said the 5,000 kids. That kind of stood out to me there. What would be, I guess, your guys' vision going forward for helping that many kind of kids? You know, because it's just going to go up. Hopefully not, but the number's going to rise if we can't prevent it.
Yeah, great question. So more and more, year after year, when we're running our statistics, we see that response service number creep up. And it's really been that way since COVID. And so much of that, there was a lot of research done in the COVID era that looked at family violence. And what they found is anytime there's increased stressors in the household for caregivers, violence correlates and goes up. So I think about even things like now, we keep hearing like things are getting so expensive and there's just added stress around that. Well, we know what that means household wise for kids and for families. So I think a vision of ours moving forward, we recently launched our program that Bill is joining the advisory board for called Brave Faces, which is leaning into the research on adverse childhood experiences. And without taking you down I could waste the next half hour chatting just about what adverse childhood experiences are. The very short of it is it was a longitudinal study that what we learned from that was essentially that the more types of trauma that kids face, it actually impacts their physical and mental wellness as they get older. And there's a lot of correlates around that. So Brave Faces for us is a prevention-focused program that is offering education, awareness, technical assistance, and support to other organizations that are working with kids and families so that we can hopefully reach a lot more kids and start identifying a heck of a lot sooner. Because what we found when we started doing an ACEs assessment, which is scored on a 0 to 10, is that by the time kids reach our doors, their ACE score is already a 4. Any one of those things probably should have brought them to us, but already they're at a 4. So what happens if, Drew, when you're sitting down and talking with a kid and hearing their story, you're able to find out faster that there's things happening in their life where they could use a little extra love and support. Well, it gives us the knowledge to then put tools into practice to help and support them.
It's just it's a good thing to, I hope this doesn't come off the wrong way, but like a child advocacy group doesn't need to necessarily be only for the worst situations. They're just kind of there to prevent bad situations from happening. You don't need to just go there when the worst thing happens. It's kind of like the doctor. You don't just go there to get fixed. You go there to prevent stuff.
Absolutely. And, I think about that even with our insurance, right? Like it's free to go for preventative care. And if something's wrong, it's real expensive. I think about that in terms of even the way our funding is structured. Like, and I say this as somebody running a downstream service, right? Most funding is provided for response service-based programs. Something happens and then, we're serving kids and there's dollars that surround that. There are models out there. I look at the state of Washington as a really great example that we're literally saving billions of dollars from their child welfare system by enacting prevention-based programming.
Yeah. And I mean, bringing it to ASP wise, I know that we are getting the kids after a reaction of what's happening. They got suspended, so we're like the results. But our biggest thing is how to get the kid to not have that situation again.
Absolutely.
It's the preventative after the results actually happen. But like you said, getting ahead of it is the most important part.
Yeah. My dream is someday by the time I retire that we're serving a heck of a lot more kids through prevention than we ever will through our response service programs. I think that's meaningful work, and I tell our team working on this program, we might be planting seeds for trees whose shade we might not sit under. But if we can look back, 30 years from now and see, hey, there are a lot fewer kids walking through Brave Bees doors for response services, it can also look like healthier adults, fewer adults accessing the emergency room for urgent mental health needs. It could look like fewer folks incarcerated, maybe fewer folks seeking treatment for substance abuse disorders or chronic homelessness. Really, you name it. All of those are linked to the outcomes of ACEs.
I mean, that's something that I bring up in ASP a lot too, is the kids that we're dealing with are the adults that the kids will be dealing with later on. So
Absolutely.
like, you can show this kid love, he'll show his kid love in the future, and maybe this kid won't be following in his father's footsteps or mother's footsteps or whatever situation they're in. It's getting ahead of it.
And it's giving tools
Yeah.
for those to be able to pull off when
Mhm.
necessary. And I think that's what we forget about, is that we think that all parents, all kids, all have the same resources, all have the same tools that they can pull off their tool belt to be able to respond in a different way. And I'm that guy that continues to say, hold on, we have to be the one teaching these tools. And that's why I love this program and why I want to be a part of it, is because when you're helping all of us, like nonprofits, other, to enact and start being a part of the prevention services and having that ability to help you help our kids too, we want to be a part of that.
Absolutely. And what I love about the prevention program is this research started in the 90s. And so the roadmap is already provided. We are not trying to recreate the wheel. I do not have the resources that the CDC has. That would be really lovely. But the great news is the CDC and Kaiser Permanente did the work. And they said, hey, if you want to prevent these things, there are actually protective factors that we can go out and train. There are things like offering high quality childcare and education. Having 2 non-parent adult supports for a child can make a huge difference. And right now we're in this process where we're creating these videos of folks kind of sharing their story and talking about what were the positive supports in their life. And all across the board, I had a great coach. My coach believed in me. I had an amazing teacher. I was involved in activities. I spent time in an extracurricular after school. And these folks are linking that to their own resilience.
Yeah.
That having somebody who believed in them allowed them to believe in themselves and be bigger than the situation that they were in. So it's not wild things, right? It's things that are already in place in our community. And instead, it's just how do we leverage them better?
Yeah.
And what could that look like?
And how can people connect to that? Because one of the things we do is model at Lighthouse, and we think that's an important piece. And my young people see me cry and see this big guy crying, showing emotion, showing care. And then they start asking, they hear me say, I love you to my son, my wife. And they start asking questions. Well, that's okay to do.
Mm.
You said that to your son? I'm like, of course. I say it to him 100 times a day. And then we have a conversation about, well, that's not normal to me.
Right.
That's not my world.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, what does your world look like when you get older?
Mm-hmm.
And so then we have those conversations. Well, I can do that.
You're giving them permission to dream, right? Like none of us, we only have a certain frame of reference. And that frame of reference is how we develop our concepts about ourselves, about what life should be, about what we can expect, as we get older. And so if your frame of reference is maybe not the most healthy, or you're seeing toxic relationships, or you're having those experiences in your household, we don't know what else is out there. And so for a kiddo, having somebody say like, no, it's
real.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Like you could say, I love you. And you can think about college. You can think about athletics, whatever it may be.
It's like holding up a mirror to a kid, right? Self-concept is we're reflecting to them what we see in them.
Totally.
So is it a mirror that's clear, that's showing positive things, or is it a crazy one that you see at the circus? And so they're looking at it and seeing all the wrong in it. And so we try to be very aware and intentional on what we're reflecting to our young people. And if they make errors or poor decisions, we talk about the behaviors and not them,
Right.
because behaviors can be changed. Labels
Yes.
are much harder to replace.
Right. And that's part of being a kid is you get grace, right? Childhood is where we're learning. The world is a little kinder to us oftentimes when we're kids than it is when we're adults, and those consequences carry a different weight. But it's that learning process and letting them know, like, you can mess up and still be a great human, and it doesn't define the rest of your life.
I like what you said with the labels, because that's one thing that Pete, our founder, does a lot with the ASP kids. Is he'll come and just sit down and talk with them for a second, be like, "Hey, Billy, what's going on? I want you to say 4 I am statements," and the kid will end up saying, "I am tall, I am skinny, I am a bad kid." And Pete's like, "No, I want you to say I am positive statements," and the kid will think it's kind of corny and be like, "I am smart, I am kind, I am funny," and then but like they'll walk away and they'll be like, I am smart, I am kind, I am funny," and it's like, you didn't want to do that, but just saying those things, "I am this," it's so powerful. So when they're telling themselves, "I am a bad kid," it's even more powerful. And it's just,
So, and it becomes self-fulfilling. When you hear it enough yourself, you start believing it in your heart. What do you become?
Totally. Some of it's just like self-cognitive behavioral therapy, right?
Exactly.
I paid a lot of money for somebody to tell me that I'm good, smart, funny, whatever. So I think for those kids to be hearing those messages earlier and starting to identify that in themselves, like, we're all a product of a lot of things. Like, am I smart and funny all the time? Well, funny all the time. I don't know about the other part. So it's not, it's helping them understand it's not an or, it's an and, right?
Exactly.
I can make bad decisions and still be a great person.
Exactly. And all of us make poor decisions. Everybody in this world. We don't make perfect decisions. We're not perfect people. And so Marty, she was talking about
Wait. We go about poor decisions and you turn to me.
Well,
speaking of poor decisions,
well,
Marty.
I mean,
We are friends.
Do you want to talk more about that? No. So she was really talking about that positive impact in your life. Like, all of us can pinpoint back in time. I want you to tell me who that person was for you.
That would be my parents. We grew up here in Lincoln, just 2 blocks away from where Brave Bee is now. In fact, we used to terrorize where Brave Bee is. But
I wish I had cameras.
my parents married early, and their firstborn child came out with spina bifida and arthrogryposis, and it never changed their outlook on life. They were always positive. They were always looking for the better, how they could make our life better. We didn't have money. We grew up like a lot of kids in Northeast. We just kind of did what we did. And I was raised to love people. I was raised to respect people. And just watching them grow and how they fought for integration for my brother to be in public schools, how they did all this stuff. And it's hard to explain it, but it really made an impact in my heart. And I wasn't a great teenage kid. I probably belonged at some place where, the Lighthouse would have been great for me. And I think that's what drew me into the Lighthouse, was how much I would have loved to have a place like that to go when I was that age. But I left home. I joined the Air Force. I had my first child. And then when we moved to Utah, I had our second child who had health problems. And we were taken in by a group of military people that helped us financially. So I've had all these great examples in my life.
Right.
And when I got out of the military and started looking for things, how am I going to make a change in other people's lives? I ended up at the original Child Advocacy Center during construction to look at putting in telephones. I had no idea what we were looking at, what the organization did. Didn't really care at that point. And I came in after they were open, and it was chaos. There were people everywhere. They were crammed in this little yellow house. And I asked Lynn Ayers, "What do you do?" And she told me, and my heart sunk that there was a need for the child advocacy.
No. I don't know if it was your heart sunk. I think it exploded because you are a type of guy that understands there are needs out there, but there's something different about you because you want to respond in helping because you realize that you lived a blessed life when it came around the people, your parents, the people that supported you and surrounded you. And I think you wanted to also help provide some of that for the people that we serve.
Probably true. Fast forward about a year. My youngest child was diagnosed with Tourette syndrome. And we were in Washington, D.C., and we met somebody from Kansas City who asked me, well, why don't you come work at a camp? So I did. And it's just all these little things. It's just these little pieces kept being put together. And really, we didn't do a whole lot with Child Advocacy Center for those first 10 years. But I was there. I was helping out, doing these things. And then I walk in to meet you, Bill, and another piece of that puzzle got put together. And it's just been constantly building over these years. And I'm going to apologize to all the other fantastic not-for-profits that I'm involved with, but these two are my favorite. Thank you.
And you got us in the same room.
I mean, right?
There is something about the two of you that strikes a chord in my heart. From the need of a child at their lowest to the need of a young adult when maybe they're not at their lowest, but they really want something. They want that extra.
Yeah. And they're missing that sense of belonging in that family a lot of times. And, adolescence is really another time that they start developing. So, small children develop. And the early thought was, let's dump bunch of money in younger children development, which is great. We need that. But then said, well, when they get older, they don't need that. They don't need that support. And that's wrong because as they get into adolescence, they start developing in a different way as well and start pulling away from the parental unit and start trying to figure out how they're going to fit into this world in a different way. So, and we have one more segment, so we'll come back right after this break.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for ready-mixed concrete in Lincoln. With 3 plants across the city, there are plenty of opportunities to start or grow your driving career. They offer great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they cover the cost of CDL training. Apply today and receive a $2,500 hiring bonus. Since 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today with ready-mixed concrete. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's nebcoinc.com.
Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services is here to help you protect things that are most important to you. Whether it's your home, your family, or your future, Jack Russell has the proven experience to get the job done while developing authentic relationships with you. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100. Again, that's 402-421-9100. Or visit one of his 2 locations in Lincoln or Seward and learn how you can excel in the complicated world of insurance. Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services, a trusted and well-respected representative since 1999.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at gainatrucking.com.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here. Summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnose all makes and models from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln, always honest answers.
Spring has arrived. The temperatures are rising, and it's time to get your equipment ready for the season. Landmark Implement has high-quality used John Deere planters, sprayers, and tractors, priced to move and ready to work for you. Take advantage of unbeatable deals and flexible financing to upgrade your operation without stretching your budget. Stop by your local Landmark Implement or browse our full inventory online at landmarkimp.com. Before these deals are done, experience the Landmark difference.
Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
Muchachos has been serving Lincoln delicious pork, brisket, and chicken tacos for several years now, as well as Hatch Mac nachos and more. Muchachos also brings you close to the taste buds of your favorite local college athletes with NIL deals like the B3 burrito for Bella Bacon of Nebraska softball and many more. See a variety of different NIL options at Muchachos at 11th and K or order online at yomuchacho.com. Open 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for ready-mixed concrete in Lincoln. With 3 plants across the city, there are plenty of opportunities to start or grow your driving career. They offer great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they cover the cost of CDL training. Apply today and receive a $2,500 hiring bonus. Since 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today with ready-mixed concrete. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's nebcoinc.com.
Now back to Be a Beacon with Lighthouse on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
So we always have such interesting conversations on the side during breaks that I do want to start with a question that I just asked Marty, but of Harrison, my man Harrison. Tell me who that adult was that potentially changed a pathway or opened up something. Who was that in your life?
Good question. I'll throw it to a family. Shout out to Cottle family. Terry Cottle, Sean Cottle. I was real close with like their son, Sean. Great kid, great family. And Terry was actually the principal at the time. Not like I was super close with him, but it's just a really good family role model. And I remember hanging out with Sean all the time being like, this is family. This is how these guys do it. Yeah, like this is great. So yeah, just those guys, like great people. And I think Terry Cottle, I think he was at Pius now. I don't know if he's still in the Lincoln area. But yeah, no, I'll shout out just that family all together. And obviously I've had coaches as well, Matt Steffen, great basketball coach. And then my own 2 parents, they did a great job as well. So yeah, those are probably the mentors in my life for sure.
Yeah, I think you're pretty all right, Harrison.
I hope so.
I mean, I kind of like you. I think you're a pretty good guy. So I think they did a good job. Your parents should be proud.
Yeah.
And all the people
I'll
that
clip
affected
this and send it to him. That's what I need.
I appreciate that. So, well, Drew, I know you talked a little bit about it, but why don't you share who you're?
Oh, well, I mean, mine's never a question in my head. My dad is my hero. He is like the guardian angel of my life. There's not a moment in my life where I'm not talking to him or always in a constant conversation. I have father's son tattooed on my neck. He is my role model. He is my hero. He is one of the few people that I know that I have never seen put himself first, even if it's like a direct benefit to him to like, I will put myself first, or he will still find a way to be like, no, Drew, you can go ahead. Or here's this. There's a line in the song Father Son by Stephen Wilson Jr. He says, yeah, he sent me a 20 just to get me back on saddle. And that's my dad. Like every time you'd ever need anything, he'd like, I got you. Whatever you need, you got it. I don't need it. I can't be buried with money. Like, you take whatever you want. And he's beyond the money. He's the most supportive person I have ever been around.
And that's a beautiful sentiment to put out there for people, especially young males.
Yeah.
To hear you talk so highly of your father.
Yeah.
And to call him your hero and to show such love and grace to him and to build him up. You look, there's not many men that are comfortable enough to be saying I love you to another man. There's not many men that are willing to show those emotions and to build that up. So I appreciate you doing that.
And I do come from like a mixed blended family. We're all adopted. So like we've met our birth parents and stuff. And I have a great birth father as well. And he's a role model to me too. I just didn't get to know him growing up, but like I am privileged to have two really good fathers in my life and mothers, obviously, but I kind of lean towards the fathers just because as a dad myself, it's what I strive to be every single day, is as close to them as possible.
I love that. I really do.
Thank you. And Daddy, for listening, I love you.
So I was going to be funny and say, so Piper.
I get it every day.
Inside joke. Yes. Paige, how about you?
Gosh, well, now I feel like I'm going to be in trouble if I don't go with my parents. But no, sorry, Mom and Dad. No, I think outside of family, I was very fortunate growing up that I always had dance, and I danced competitively from a young age into college. I still coach dance now. But my dance teachers were those non-parent figures in my life that gave me a safe outlet at times when they had no idea what I may have been experiencing or going through. Dance was my place. And I didn't always know how to verbalize my thoughts, my feelings, my emotions. And that was a place for me to get it out. And whether or not, they knew that they were providing that for me, I'm really grateful that I was at UDA. So Ange and Viv were they were incredible in creating that safe zone for a lot of kids. I spent a lot of time at that studio competing. I was after school until, especially as I got older, 4 or 5 nights a week, 5 to 9 p.m. So I spent a lot of time with them, a lot of time there with an incredible group of other dancers. And I look back on that and think on some of the toughest times in my life growing up. That was my saving grace.
You're bringing up something that, strikes a chord in me, because you were all talking about those mentors or those people in our lives that helped us down a path, positive path, the way we think. But you're bringing up the thing that's ours. How do we get rid of the noise, if you will? Because working in nonprofits, one of the highest burnout fields, because of the raw emotion we deal with every day. What is the thing now for you to connect to get rid of some of that noise, if you will?
Oh man, that's a good question. That's a really good question.
My son says that to me every day. And I say, I ask good questions sometimes.
You do ask good questions. It's interesting how that's evolved over time. And there are like immediately 3 things that are coming into my mind. And it's all relationships, but they're different. I think you talked about being the dream team at the top of the segment. I hate to tell you, we're the dream team.
Well, I mean, there's different years of
Just
dream
teasing you.
teams. We're just the OG because we're
Come
older.
see us on the court.
Oh, I will lose. But if you want to like dance battle or something, I'm here for it.
Come see us on the dance floor.
I'm out.
I'm out. No, I think I have an incredible team. And I think about I work closest with our leadership team, and it is a remarkable group of women. And I know that when I'm having a tough day or I'm just not sure how to handle a particular situation, I can quiet that noise because I can go sit and either say like, I need 3 minutes to get this off my chest, or I really need to talk through some solutions right now. And I'm not carrying that burden by myself.
No.
So I think that's a big one. Second, I'm very fortunate. I have an awesome spouse. He's he drives me insane about 50% of the time.
That's good though.
That's
You
pretty
need that
good,
challenge.
right?
That's his
Yeah,
job.
it's his job. It's totally his job. But I think being able to have a safe space at home too, having that processing space. And I think third, totally different type of relationship, but my dogs, honestly,
You got to have dogs.
you got to have dogs.
important.
But that thing for me, coming home and just being able to sit on the couch and read and process the day, or talk to my husband, or just love on my crazy Australian shepherds. Oh, you got Australian shepherds too. Oh,
And I have
yeah.
an Aussie Doodle. So.
Ah, perfect. It's having supportive presence in my life, and I think that's what stayed consistent. Is dance was that for me as a child, and now it's a different supportive presence.
And say what you will about dogs, but like there's something to say that nothing is as good as when you come home and something is that excited to see you that their whole body is shaking.
So true.
That unconditional love.
Yeah. Nobody does that.
No matter what, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Because even the ones that are abused have that unconditional love to their owners.
That loyalty.
It's just it's bizarre to me, and it's a lovely thing. So
It is.
I appreciate you all joining us tonight, and I appreciate you all being those beacons in the world. And I hope that everybody listening will also be a beacon for somebody else. Have a good evening.